Attention, the following video is about airsoft. All the equipment used are replicas that shoot a 6mm non-lethal plastic BB. No firearms were used in this video. Hello there, welcome you guys, Power here, and I want your opinion. Now, I want to know, do you like this background blue? Because I'm experimenting with colors to be the background, and today's blue, so tell me down in the comments if blue works for you. So these are the 417. I don't know if you say 417. I don't know how people say this, but I say 417. From VFC Gbbr's V2, and everything that I say about one of these guns can be said to the other one because basic difference between them, it's a few inches, and that's what she said. I always wanted to say that, so we're gonna dive right into how this gun works, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so for those who don't know, the 417 Agent K rifle is a German-made rifle by Agent K, Heckler & Co. Chambered in 7.62 by 51 or 7.62 NATO. This is the variant of the 416, which is most beloved by a lot of airsoft players. And basically the 416 was AR-15 inspired design, and it changed one critical feature in the gas port of the gun, which did not allow debris on the gas to fall into the mechanism, expelling them way in the front of the barrel, so this debris would not get inside the mechanism and jam the gun. This is the most important change that they made to the AR-15 design. And the 417, it's a 7.62 variant of the 416, which is in 5.56. So now let's talk about the airsoft. The magazine release is on the right side, exactly like an AR-15 rifle, and it's not ambidextrous. The selector switch on the other side is completely ambidextrous, and I have three positions: safe, semi, and full auto. The bolt lock open when the gun is out of BBs, and the release is on the left side, again exactly like an AR-15. The buttstock is adjustable for length, and you can adjust by pressing a button underneath it. The hop-up adjustment, as this is a V2 VFC Gbbr, is on the gas port, and you can adjust it using a little Allen wrench. The 417 Recon is a little harder to get to, but you can easily access it if you remove the handguard. So by removing the handguard, you can access the same gas port and adjust your hop-up. If you have a longer driver, you can access it without taking the handguard off. The charging handle, just like an M4. The longer version, which is the Recon version, had flip-up adjustable iron sights. And this is the picture you get with the iron sights. The rear sight is adjustable for elevation. You put this little piece up and turn it 180 degrees to adjust it. To adjust windage, you have to push down the latch right here, and it frees the screw that adjusts the windage. The shorter version, which is the 417D, has standard Agent K sights, and this is the sight picture you get with those sights. The rear sight is adjustable. It has 4 different apertures, and from a large one to a smaller one to get more precision but less field of view. This is adjustable for windage. You have to loosen the screw on the up part and adjust it with the screw on the left. The magazine infill valve is on the bottom, and it's easily accessible to fill the magazine. This gun comes with an adapter to your standard speed loader that makes it easier to load the BBs to your mag. This gun has a dry fire mode, which consists on pushing down the little tab on the back, flipping to the right side, and you can dry fire your gun. To deactivate it, just flip it back. So the reason why you're here to see me talking about this, about bad things about these guns, so yes, I'm gonna give you guys what you want. First things first, something that I like, sorry to disappoint you guys, I love this charging handle because it's just humongously huge since I'm used to the small M4 one, so this is actually huge when you see it up close, so I like this a lot. And the bolt is also massive. When I open this gun up, you're gonna see this bolt is massive. I also like that. Let's talk about the magazine. This is a magazine. You didn't know that, right? Okay, so magazine. Something that I liked. Again, I'm sorry. I'm talking about things that I like. I'm sorry about that. So I like this design a little bit because when I got this is looked to me like a G36 mag. Okay, just a second, let's stop right here. As I was editing this video, this little part right here, I had no idea what I wanted to say. The sentence did not make sense. So what I think I tried to say is that G36 mag is a plastic shell and the metal inside it that holds the gas and the BBs, it's a different piece. So the G36 one had a little plastic piece that holds the metal to the plastic shell. This little piece of plastic often breaks. All my G36 magazines broke. I was afraid that this gun was going to be the same thing because it's a plastic shell, the metal case inside that actually holds the gas and BBs, but it's different, and I think that after that I got myself together and you'll be able to understand. Sorry to stop the video right here, but I thought it was necessary. Always when I was going to charge it with gas, I put my fingers here so that when I put pressure on the metal part that's gonna take the gas, I'm also holding on the metal part so there's no tension on the plastic, because if you hold it like this and put pressure, you're pressing the metal to the plastic, and I don't know if it was gonna hold. Like G36 doesn't hold that well, so I always do this with the G36, and I was doing this with this gun until I opened the magazine. I still do this, but I find out something cool about this. So the base plate is shit because it slides off. It has no mechanical latch or anything. I think this is supposed to be kind of a latch, but it doesn't work that well. First time to take it off is a little hard, but once you do it 2 or 3 times, it's easier, and I don't like things that to fall in game. Also, because this is the only thing that holds the whole magazine inside the magazine. And one thing better with this one than the G36, because the G36 slides up, so when you put pressure you're actually trying to force the magazine out if you hold it like this, like I said. And this magazine slides, hang on, down. So that's a plus, which means that they may have reinforced plastic tabs here that hold the metal part inside, so that's a plus, so you can actually put some pressure. I still hold it like this, but it's good to see this being different. Which is bad is because if you lose your base plate, let's pretend that you're playing, the base plate's gone, and you start to shoot, and this is what holds to the gun. Latches right here, so this is what holds the gun and you're shooting. Maybe your magazine slide a little bit down and your reliability goes to hell, the gun stops shooting and you just take off and see the magazine like this. So that's not that great. So, but let's learn a little bit about this magazine. If you want to open it, hold this. Let me try to, alright, here. Do you see this? Hold this. Especially if your magazine is loaded, because I've done it with the magazine loaded, and bro, BB's follower, everything went everywhere. So hold this when you're taking it off. Okay, if you have BBs in here, probably these 2 pieces are gonna fall off, and I'm gonna demonstrate it. Because right now this is under tension, okay? So the follower is pushing this, that's pushing this, so everything's under tension. So if I put a BB here, the follower is no longer in contact with that, so let me take this guy away. You can still admire this one. So if you turn it like this, Okay, the pieces are gone. So just something that you should know. Let me take this off. Right, so here you have the spring and the follower and a bonus. Alright, still flying away. Okay, here it goes. So the bonus is this part right here. You can take this off to have more capacity on your magazine, and I believe that this will probably give you about 10 more BBs inside the mag if you take this off, but there's a counter. If you take this off and put the spring back in, the spring is not gonna have enough tension to put the latch here up to lock your bolt. So if you prefer more BBs, be ready not to be able to use the bolt hold open because the tension is not enough. Maybe you can change it to a stronger spring, but if you do, I don't know if the mag lip is designed to hold enough tension on the BB with such a pressure. I'm just thinking, I have no idea, but you know what happens with the original stuff, so this is what I'm telling you. So if you want to take this off, the bolt hold open is not gonna work. So to put it back, just simple as that. Put the follower with the right part to here because it's gonna go in the groove right here to push on the pieces. Okay, so that's a reference to you guys. So what I do is put the points of the spring in place, and then I press this with the piece that holds it. And there you go. Easy enough, right? So let's grab that BB back because this is gonna help me put the two pieces back together. So if you have any doubts, you know, you see this little part goes here and interacts with the follower. So what you want to do is just, let me show you guys again to make it easier, just put it here. Okay, so the next thing is this is what pushes on the bolt catch. So you're gonna put it right here like this. So now I can take the BB off, put some tension on the system just so it doesn't fall off. Still gonna hold it though upside so it will actually not fall off, and you just slide your magazine back. So that's actually pretty easy to do. If you want to change, you don't have to use any screws or anything, so that's good and that's bad because shit may fly everywhere. This is the magazine. Actually pretty big magazine. It's bigger since it's plastic and it's 1:1 to the real thing, I believe. They are pretty light. I wish they were heavier since it's a 7.62. I don't think I have a 7.62 magazine that's heavy enough that I would think it's okay, this is a good weight for a magazine, but this is pretty lightweight, and VFC usually does these magazines lightweight. Something that I did not like about this is this little part right here. You see this? Also a problem. Gonna talk about this next. This little dust cover right here, it's plastic. Why? I don't know why they did it. I'm gonna assume that the real steel version is plastic because otherwise this is gonna drive me crazy. So the real steel is plastic. Don't you dare go to the comments and say that the real steel have this metal dust cover because I will lose it. Another thing that I did not like about this is this right here. You see, if you push it lightly, it doesn't go back as it was supposed to. Let me check something. Yeah, 100% a magazine problem. So probably interacts with the gasket a little bit, enough that it just gets stuck. And let me just, for good measure, yes, not a exclusive problem to one model. This is, you get this. If you buy this gun, you get this. It's free, comes with a gun. Which leads me to the next thing, and I want and I wonder why would they not do this, which is this right here. No, the forward assist does not work, and it pisses me off because you have the grooves here to make it work. You have the grooves on the bolt and they go all the way to the back. So you had all the ingredients to make this work, and you decide to make it just a showpiece. Which, when I figured this out, I wonder why they didn't just put this fixed. They took the trouble to put a spring and a mobile part right here. Why? So, not good. Let's talk about another thing that's not good that I would probably not have noticed, but I saw Red Wolf review of this gun, and I wondered if they fixed it on the V2, but they did not. And now it drives me crazy. That is the latch of the charging handle. For those who don't know, this latch is supposed to lock the charging handle in place so you cannot pull it by accident. So you have to press it to push it back. Yeah, not a case here. You don't act. Do I have BBs here? I heard this BB flying around. I thought it was inside the gun and I was chambering a lot of BBs. Yeah, you don't need to pull this. I think the other one is a little better by messing with it at home, but let's see. Nah, same. I mean, it holds a little bit better, but still gives. Not supposed to. Maybe this is a weak spring. I don't know. Maybe the groove is too shallow. I have no idea. I don't like it. Thank you very much, Red Wolf, for ruining this for me, because I would never have noticed if you haven't pointed it out. So thanks. Okay, so we're messing with this one. This one is a bit... this one is messed up because this is tight as hell. I'm gonna need some tools to get this guy on. I was supposed to be gentle, but I'm out of that now. Well, actually, I think I tamed it. So, like I said, the bolt has all the grooves here for the forward assist to work, but it doesn't. Congratulations, VFC, fuck this up. Yeah, let's get to the reason why I opened both. You get that super long charging handle, which I love, and super long bolt, which I also love. You get those, and let's talk about the problem with this gun, which is right here. Let's see if I can focus. Alright, so I'm gonna take the buffer off. Okay, so this is the buffer, and here I see something that Bada Bing had to fix on his 417 V1, because I think he had to put a heavy recoil system with a stronger spring, heavier bolt, just so the gun wouldn't bounce back and try to load another BB, and it got in the way and it just vent out all the gas. So you see that little black thing here? This is a counterweight that's... This is loose. Trust me, this is loose. If you couldn't hear, this black thing here is loose, and I probably believe that when it hit, it also hits and it prevents the bolt from bouncing back. So let's talk about the problem in this one right here. Let me take the light off so that you can see it better. This one you can see a little better. I don't know if I shot this gun more than the other one, but this one you can see a little better that it's wearing here, and it's also putting some metal shards around the buffer and inside my trigger. Because of this is wearing off. This is filing somewhere in there, and the little metal shards are going everywhere, and this is not so good. I don't know if this is gonna wear off in the long term. I have no idea, but so that you can see that it's not just my gun problem, you can see that both of the guns are kind of worn there. So both of them get a little wear here and a little wear here, and I don't know how this is gonna go long term because these guns are new. Both of them. I bought them new. Do you want to know why? Ask me in the comments why I bought 2 of these guns. And spoiler alert, I'm not a big fan of performance on these guns. Ask me why I bought 2. So you can see that it's not an isolated problem, that both of them have the same wearing in here. I talked to Bada Bing about it. He told me to put something to cushion the blow in the end of the buffer that may help. Haven't done it yet. Probably will to try. Doesn't hurt to try, right? So this is bad. This is really bad, and I don't know how far this is gonna go. So as I showed you guys, this is the biggest problem with the gun for me. So the wear of the bolt is not ideal, is not good, and I don't know if it's gonna wear to the point that it's unusable. And something else that's really bad, that like I said, is leaving metal shards around, and I can show you guys right here because I found some right here. You see this shiny little part right here? Yes, these are metal pieces that were shaved off the bolt and ended up here. Probably can end up here. I hope that it didn't, but it may, and this is not good, not good at all. So this is the second worst thing about this gun if it stays like this. If it wears off, this is the worst thing about this gun, but the worst thing is up to come. This bolt right here, it's good because it has already built into it NPAS, I don't know how you guys say it. Please leave me in the comments how you say 417, 417, or an NPAS, NPAS, I don't know how you guys say it. Leave it in the comments for me, please. So it comes with a built-in NPAS. I'm gonna say it like this because it's easier. It comes with an NPAS built into it, uses a little Allen wrench here, and it's way too difficult to find the right spot to put it in because you can go around the screw, and you have to find the exact position. I was using, I believe, an inch measurement. It's like inch and millimeters on Allen wrenches, so I was using an inch one. It's not an inch, but it's measured in inches, so I was using one of those, and it was really hard to do. So if you tighten it, it's less FPS. If you lose it, it's more FPS. Yes, that's right. So that's a plus. That's a good thing, an amazing thing about this gun. I'm gonna assemble this back right now. There's not much mystery. If you're used to ARs, you know exactly what to do here. Gotta put the buffer back, and it's just this easy to put it back in. After that, put your charging handle back, and then your bolt, close it up, lock it up, ready to go again. So the worst thing about this gun, if it's not this, then what is? It's the hop-up. The hop-up of these guns are not good. I'm gonna say not good to be gentle. These guns are very bad as it comes from the box. Both of them I bought new. Both of them came over hopped. So I was shooting 25s like it was a .12 in a 600 FPS sniper rifle. It just flew up. The sky was the limit, and the BB went for it. So what I did to kind of fix it, I thought that I messed up. I took the front off, I took the adjustment off, and I was thinking about filing the arm that goes to the hop-up adjuster. That's kind of the gas, that is this piece right here. I was considering filing some of that, but the gun eventually kind of stopped being overhopped to be non-hop at all because I took it all to 0, so it was falling, so that was kind of good. Alright, smarty pants right there. And just to be clear, because I was editing this and I saw something that may be ambiguous, I already had the hop up on 0 and it was overhopped. I was not shooting and it was overhopped, and I was just praying to God that it would just go good. I zeroed the hop up and it was shooting overhopped, and I kept shooting, and started going down eventually. But it was not like I turned to 0 and it started going down and oh god, I fixed the gun, okay? Don't get me wrong, I'm not an idiot. Completely. I was afraid that some oil had gotten into the chamber with this one before I bought this one. So I was afraid that some oil has got, so I cleaned it and it was still going down, so that was good. So I actually got this one to work and I was able to adjust it to a 0.25 gram BB just as well for about 40-50 meters. This one came with the exact same problem, so this is kind of a chronic problem of this gun. It came overhopped. So I figured it out that this gun is so realistic that it needs a break-in period. So this gun, when you get it, turn the hop up to 0 and start shooting it. Start shooting it to the horizon. At some point the BB is gonna fall. And at that point you're good to go and you can try to adjust your hop up. And I say try because this one I actually didn't get it consistent. It's not consistent. This gun is not consistent at all. It's a huge gun. It's a 7.62 gun. It's supposed to be a DMR, but I believe this is not gonna get there. This is more of a DMR than this one, and this one has a longer barrel. And another bad thing about this is that I put 0.25 gram BBs on this gun and it doesn't take it because it falls off the barrel. If it's too little hop up, it falls off the barrel when you shoot, and to the point that it starts not falling off, overhopped again on 0.25. So this gun I had to put 0.3 gram BBs on it to make it work. I could not get it actually working with 0.25 gram BBs, and I couldn't get this consistent with 0.3 gram BBs. I don't know, this one I got to a consistency shot to about 40-50 meters. This one I still didn't get it. Sometimes it go over hop, sometimes it go low, sometimes it go where I want to shoot for about 3 shots and then just go berserkers again. And so this one doesn't take 25, and you're gonna ask me why am I using 25? Leave me alone, okay? I use whatever gram BB I want, and also it's cheap. So I'm not gonna run this gun with 0.25s, but to shoot at home is good to use 25 because they're cheap. So in game I put a 30 gram BBs on them, but it was nice to shoot at home. I'm not much of a player. People who ask me, I don't play very much, but I shoot at home a lot. So it would be good to be able to shoot 25s out of this one, but I, as of right now, cannot. So this is the first thing. This takes the cake. This is the worst thing about this gun so far. Worse than this if this lasts. Okay, let me calm down a little bit and I'm gonna show you guys how to get to the hopper. Okay, now calm. So I don't have the tool. I'm gonna use some pliers and some rubber material to take this off because it's heavy and so we don't scratch. So we need to take off the gas rod and be careful with this spring that's inside, don't lose it. And now to take it off, I'm just gonna have to twist this with the pliers using this padding so that I don't scratch the barrel nut. Now it's just a matter of a little bit of force. So you take this out and you're able to take out a piece that adjusts the hop up. So I didn't show you guys, but this barrel was kind of loose, and to fix it, it's simple as just tightening one of these 2 screws here. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys, but I figured it out. I found a way to open this and actually was able to just tighten these 2 screws and the barrel went back to normal. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this tape off. This tape is something that I tried to use to make the barrel steadier, but the problem was not here, as I told you guys. So I'm gonna take this tape off so we can access the hopper. After taking the tape off, we have 2 screws here and we need to loosen both, and then we can push the hop up chamber out, and we have this little part right here that this is actually the hop up. Alright, so here we got 2 screws. We probably need to take them off, and this little part comes out and this splits in 2 just as I suspected. And here we can access the bucking. I don't know much about upgrades, so I can't tell you what pattern this is. And I tried to use a precision barrel that I have. It's not as long as the original one, but it was a precision barrel, so I thought it may help with the hop up inconsistency. It didn't. It changed nothing, absolutely nothing. So that was a huge waste of time and waste of a good barrel. So I changed it back. My second attempt on making the hop up better was have a little lever that pushes on the bucking machined. I changed the design a little bit to make it steadier because I believe that that bent sheet of metal was not firm enough to hold that in place. So I had one solid piece of metal machined to come around that and try to make it better. But as I didn't think a lot about the surrounding of where the part went, it didn't work, and I had to kind of remake myself at home, and it did not work completely because of a design flaw on my part. But you know what? Even with that, with the whole messing up of the part that I did, I think it was still better than the original one. I'm working on getting a second part done now with knowing everything that I know, and I think it's gonna fix that issue. I think the problem with this is that that sheet of metal, that bent sheet of metal, it's not sturdy enough to keep the same position without bending a little bit, and that is also in contact with plastic that also it's not like a rubber, but it gives a little bit, so the whole system is not perfect. I think that the problem is this, because the plastic that pushes on the bent sheet of metal, it can give a little bit, and also the bent sheet of metal also can bend a little bit and still maintain its form. So I think the inconsistency is there. Just to tell you guys, I tried fixing it. I still think I can, but it's gonna take a while, and this video took long enough to come out. So it's what you guys get. Probably it's gonna work. Okay, one thing that I found out of this pairing game because of the issue with the hop up is that you can kind of adjust it on the go. In the middle of the game, I had this idea to try to hand adjust the hop up by taking off barely taking off the handguard like so, and adjusting it by hand turning this little plastic piece right here, and it actually worked. But like I said, it was dropping too quickly, and then it was overhopped, and I could not get that middle ground consistent. But you can do this. Now I want to talk about some differences between both of these models if you are in doubt in which one to get, which I doubt. But if you are, yeah, I'm gonna give you the whole difference of these guns right now. First thing, you have the different iron sights, but you can actually put that here, and you can put this there, but there doesn't have this flip up, who is built into the rail. Okay, so main difference. Also the rail, bigger rail, comes with these hand guards, rail guards. I don't know if this is the hand guard, right? So these guards right here comes with the gun. Pretty beautiful, pretty comfortable to hold into. I like that. Another difference, I don't know why, I actually do not understand. If you could tell me down below. This gun has this little part on the pistol grip that goes up to here, kind of a Magpul style, I think. Why is this? What purpose does this serve? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I think it looks sick though, but I don't know how it works. Why is there? So let me know. This is the first difference. Second difference, I think you can see, but you may not have. I have to point it out to you that this is curved and this is straight. Alright? Difference, I don't know, maybe it makes it easier to use it with gloves. I have no idea why, but this is curved and I think it looks great, and this is not. Another difference is the sling mount here on the back. These have on both sides the sling mount that this one does not. I don't know why. I wish they I wish it had, because I like to use a single point sling. This one I can, that one I cannot yet. Didn't like it. Minor detail is this right here. Since it doesn't work, it's an even smaller detail, but this is kind of skeletonized, different, a little farther out. This longer one actually got caught in my gear while I was playing with it. Not good. I think that's the main difference between both of them, both of these guns. And like I said to everybody who asked me, no, I would not recommend this gun because the hop-up is just no good. A lot of people wanted to buy this gun, asked me about this gun, and I can say it confidently that the hop-up is no good. If you intend to do some upgrade, look for the part, whatever is compatible. I'm not much of an upgrade guy because I rather buy new guns than upgrade the guns that I have because I am a collector. But you can do this. You can kind of upgrade, but I don't like the hop-up, so I wouldn't recommend. The recoil on this gun, it's monstrous. This is the first gun that I had that turned off my scope cam when I wanted to shoot. I wanted to record the overhop so that you would believe me, but I couldn't because every shot that I took, the camera turned off. I now fixed it because also my M4 from VFC also turned off the camera, and now I fixed it. I fixed the camera. I adapted it. So nope, don't recommend it. If you really want it, do some upgraded. If you want to use it in field, if you want to buy the big one to use as a DMR, you're gonna need some upgrades. Yeah, you're gonna need. I'm sorry to tell you that. So that was it for today. If you liked the video, if you learned something, if I helped you, leave a like. If I didn't, leave a like as well. I mean, it's free. You were here so far. This is the end of the video, and this is gonna be a long video. Leave a like, please. I deserve it. Come on. And subscribe. If you're new here, subscribe. I am a Gbbr collector and I'm somewhat of a player. Not much. I'm not good. I don't play well. But I like to play. Sometimes I just need to find in myself something to motivate me to go and not be a lazy ass collector. But I'm more of a collector of GBBs, no AEGs allowed, heavy recoil club to the end.